Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Olu Akomo. I am the President and co-CEO of Opay in Nigeria. I want to talk to you today about the Opay Nigeria success story in a presentation which I titled Building the Most Extensive Last Mile Payment Rail in Nigeria, the Opay Nigeria success story. So what have we achieved at Opay Nigeria? We have three businesses where we have made a major dent in financial inclusion in Nigeria. Of course, we are known as the #1 and the foremost agency banking distribution network in Nigeria. Even in the remotest part of Nigeria where there are historical challenges, you are likely to find an Opay agent providing cash in, cash out services in those communities. So we have an historical 500,000 agents across Nigeria, one of the largest agent banking network in Africa. Of course, rolled out by Opay over the last 5 years. We also have a merchant acquiring business where we are providing payment collections to more than 200,000 former payment collections to more than 200,000 merchants across Nigeria with POS, with our app, and with all other forms of digital solution. POS, MPOS, Opay Business App, pay with transfers, all sort of omni-channel solutions to enable payment collection solutions for the micro merchants in Nigeria, led by Opay Nigeria. Our last business is our consumer business, which is also a arrowhead of our business, where we have historical 26 million customers who have downloaded the Opay app. We are providing digital payment services for them, from transfers to savings and other forms of service on the Opay platform. Instant debit card, savings, USSD banking, USSD services, all of them, USSD payments, all of them provided under the Opay wallet, which is our mobile money operations in Nigeria, with historical 26 million customers who have downloaded the Opay app. So one of the things about Opay is the combination and the diversity of our business. The combination of our agency banking, our wallet business, and our merchant acquiring business makes us some of the most diversified and one of the players with the most extensive payment rail, both on the consumer and on the merchant side of the payment system in Nigeria. In my background, having worked in banks in the period of my career before coming to fintech, I also recognize that traditional financial players, even when they do digital is only at the periphery. The core infrastructure of a whole lot of traditional financial players are still very analog. Many of these situations at the infrastructure level are led to a lot of poor customer experience issue, slow pace of transaction because of the rigid, non-agile infrastructure and capacity constraints of traditional players. But for Opay, it was different. We had at Opay, because of our resilient, agile infrastructure, because we have a smart cloud intelligent infrastructure, we could expand capacity dynamically in demand to transaction surge overnight compared to traditional players. We are a digital native. We have a digital native infrastructure end to end. So our agility, our resilience, and our capacity and our ability to expand capacity quickly was very different from traditional players. So while we have fast transaction processing compared to traditional financial players, and the market began to say, Opay, the reliable, fast, and safe payment infrastructure. Send money through Opay. It goes sharp. It goes quick. That's what the market began to say. Safe and trusted. And because of that, we have seen massive migration of customers to the Opay platform because of our reliable infrastructure at Opay, both on the consumer and the merchant side. And we have seen some of our strongest historic growth in the Opay history over the last 4 months, rapidly driven by the reliability of the Opay infrastructure. And this is where we want to thank our Huawei partners. We have been able to do this because of the intelligent, smart cloud infrastructure provided for us by Huawei. Huawei is our cloud infrastructure partner. Our infrastructure are largely cloud-based. We do not have analog infrastructure, anything on the ground, a server that is physically somewhere. Therefore, we are agile. Both our mobile money platforms, our payment infrastructure, our risk control, all of them are in the cloud, supported in the Huawei Cloud infrastructure system. We have had very high transaction concurrency. We could expand our transaction concurrency very rapidly in demand to transaction surge overnight compared to traditional player. Performance increase in several multiples, and in terms of latency, our ability of our platform to respond to customer transaction is at the tap of a finger. Reduced latency, high transaction concurrency, agility, and rapid capacity expansion because of the Huawei Cloud infrastructure that supports the Opay business. So we thank Huawei friends for the partnership that we have. We believe that we at Opay, we are one of the strongest beneficiaries of the strongest momentum of digital payments in Nigeria, as what we have seen over the last 3 months is what we believe is the biggest growth momentum that Opay has ever seen in terms of digital payment, in terms of our customer base, in terms of our transaction volumes. And we believe at Opay that we are on an irreversible momentum of our strongest growth in Opay history, driven by the tailwind of regulatory direction of cashless policy of the regulator. And of course, driven, of course, by the massive preference of the market, of the merchants and consumers for Opay, due to the reliable and smart, intelligent, and agile Opay infrastructure, which guarantees reliability and fast transaction much more than any player in the Nigeria ecosystem. And we thank our customers and our partners, Huawei Cloud, for all that we do together. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.